the business over with. Before I get off for the week, I thought I would give you guys some bits of information. So every week I like to throw in some nuggets of information, whether it's about baking or running a bakery business or kind of anything like that. So this week, I thought I would give you guys the top 5 podcast episodes that were downloaded that we created. So if you didn't know, we have a podcast. I have talked about it a couple different times. Some of you may have heard about my work smarter, not harder. Yes, I learned a very difficult lesson there. But I'm so glad because I do now do it smarter. So I thought this week that I would give you guys our top 5 podcasts that have been downloaded over the last 30 days. I was actually pretty surprised because it's actually a mix of information. So some of it is baking business, but some of it's just baking in general. So I was excited to see that people are enjoying both parts of the content that we put out, because that content is stuff that we actually create. A lot of it is like, we tried this and it didn't work, or hey, here's some information that you need to use, or if you're struggling, like, look, this is what we did, because we're all about sharing, connecting, and helping everybody else out. We're helping bakers, we're helping people who just want to bake at home, because like me, I like to bake at home, but I'm not a baker. Like, my mom's always like, can you please follow directions? I'm terrible about directions. If anybody knows me, they'll know that I don't listen to everything that I'm being told to do. It's just who I am. And my mom's like, Lindsay, baking is so important. You have to listen. You have to follow the directions to a T. And I'm like, So I do like to bake, but if it gets overly complicated, I'm like, do I really have to do it that way? So it's been kind of exciting through this whole journey, because my mom has taught me so much information, and I'm like, I didn't know that. We should share that with people, because there's got to be other people out there who like, what? I didn't know that was so important. So yeah. So all right, now that I rambled on about how terrible I am at baking because I can't follow directions. Yeah. All right, so the top 5 episodes. So they're not in like episode orders. They're labeled like, this is the top. So it's the top 5, number 1 being the most downloaded for the last 30 days. And so episode 4, which is all about pricing your goods and how to price goods in your baking business, that is by far our top download. We have all kinds of resources to help business owners who are trying to get their bakery business going, whether it's on the side or however you're handling your business. We give you the information that we use to set up our baking. It's been great because my mom worked in accounting for 20 plus years. My sister works in accounting. Like, they know books, they know how to make sure that businesses are making money and not losing money. So we luck out in that aspect. And so we thought we were going to share that with you guys, because there are plenty of customers out there for all of us to actually be successful, and none of us should be floundering. So we give that information out freely to you guys. So we do have the podcast, we have some training videos, we have all kinds of information if you're looking to figure out how to price your baked products. Precision baking, episode 1. That is our second most downloaded podcast in the last 30 days. Precision baking is so important. I did a whole video, showed you guys like the difference in all of that. And when you're trying to reproduce the same product over and over again. So for us, when we're in a retail shop, a customer doesn't want to walk in one day and get this amazing muffin and then come back next week to get that muffin, and they're like, oh, this one looks like janky, or it's tiny, or it doesn't taste the same, or I had a phone call. Sorry about that. Anyways, whatever the case may be. So precision baking is really important so that you can be reproducing the same product consistently for your baking business. And then we talk about why precision baking is so important and how it works. So that is episode 1. Episode 14 is a tool you can use to successfully launch your baking business. It's got some great resource information in there if you're really wanting to get something going, whether it be a hobby or on the side, or like, no, I'm jumping all in. We got some information for you so that you can get started. Episode 2 is how to easily change your recipe yields, whether you're trying to raise it up so that you can produce more. So say you've got an event, you got to make more of it, and you don't want to have to make small batches continuously. We teach you how to quickly do that. And then also to bring that yield down, because sometimes you don't need to make such a big recipe. We share recipes that can produce a large amount of products because that's what we're making. And so if you're like, I don't need that many, we tell you and show you how you can go ahead and reduce that down easily and quickly. The next one that is one of the top downloads is number 5, and it's the importance of the mixing methods. Those of you who watch my lives may have caught me talking about how important the mixing methods are. It's something that I learned very, very early on in my mom's baking career. You like how that works? In this whole endeavor, it's something I had to learn very early on. My mom's like, no, I know that you're messing that up. Honestly, the first time I ever tried to make American buttercream at home, I didn't even do it right. And my mom's like, well, you didn't do it right. She's like, there's like 4 steps that you have to do. How could you mess that up? And I'm like, I didn't know that was so important. Who would have thunk it, right? Who would think that something like that would be so important? Let me tell you, it is. Yeah, so we talk about that. We tell you guys like why and how and what these things mean. That was the last one. Look at that. I didn't even count it properly. So that's episode 4, episode 1, episode 14, episode 2, and episode 5. I did drop in the descriptions all the links to the podcast, but I did it for Apple Podcasts, but we are also on Spotify. So if you check us out, Perfectly Pastry on Spotify, you'll find those and you can go to each of those episodes. They are the same episodes on both podcast players. All right, so I don't know if you know this, but like podcasts aren't the only thing. We love connecting with you guys. We love sharing with you guys, like I said. So we do lives every Wednesday here on Facebook. We are also on all the social media. Yeah, so if you're watching my live and you haven't liked or follow us, then I suggest you like and follow us. And if you're on other social media platforms, we get it. We'd love for you to connect with us there. The other social media is at Perfectly Pastry. Facebook is the only one that is at Perfectly Pastry Bakery. Yes, I know. We have a YouTube channel. We love to create videos. Again, these videos are trainings for other bakers, trainings for other people who are trying to start baking businesses. Like we throw up all kinds of information. It's videos with me and my kids baking, like showing you like it's super easy to bake as long as you're following the instructions and you're following the directions and you're using your precision baking. It's super easy to bake. My kiddos help me all the time. As a matter of fact, we give the kids our recipes that we use in the baking business because they may want to make a product that Nana makes all the time. And my mom's like, I'm not making it for you guys. You know how to make it. So she'll give them the recipe and they'll make them. So, you know, some of these recipes, they aren't that complicated. You can make these kind of things at home. You can make lovely, fun desserts and snacks and treats for your family at home. And we are here to show you, help you, and guide you on that kind of stuff. So we have those YouTubes. And then, like I said, we have podcasts. I'm a huge podcast listener. I love it. I love them when I'm running. I love them when I'm working out. I love them when I'm cleaning the house. Actually, like I always pop in my headphones and listen to podcasts when I'm cleaning the house. For whatever reason, like I get some stuff done when I'm listening to podcasts. So like it's totally my thing. And so since it's my thing, I thought, maybe it's other people's things. Yeah, so like I said, we love to connect with you guys, and we want to thank all of you guys who are on here supporting us, those of you who watch us every week, those of you who just catch us every once in a while. Like, we love that, and we love that about you guys, and we love that you are here along for the journey with all of us, and we want to thank all of you guys. All right, that was a lot. I know, I'm a talker. What can I say? So, all right, you guys, I'm honestly going to hop off here this week. That's all I had to say. I have no idea how my live is going to happen next week. I'm going to have it. I can't guarantee that it will. I don't know if it's going to be long, short. I don't know. With school starting, I'm very unsure. Our school is a virtual option right now. And so I've got kiddos home with me and the 4-year-old, and we will see. So follow me next week and let's see how crazy this gets. No. All right. I hope to see all you guys back here next week. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. I hope the weather is really good for you guys. It's amazing for us right now, so we're really enjoying that. But other than that, I will see you next week. And if you guys are interested, definitely stop by this weekend. Again, the address is 3207 Merrimack Street. That is where the event is going to be held at. It is right down the street. I think it's like 1 or 2 lots over from our actual building. So it's not very far. So we'd love for you guys to stop by and hang out with us this weekend. All right, you guys have a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you next week.